Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the If I Speak podcast, episode 2.
Too many.
You're not going to get a clap out of me.
I'm trying to spot you here.
I'm joined by Jack Tapp.
He
claps himself.
I'm not clapping for this man. He don't deserve it.
And Frederick Arthur Clayton.
Mr. Bleep himself.
Mr. Bleep.
Mr. Bleep.
That's what we call him.
His excessive swearing of last episode caused a lot for me to
I
edit.
didn't even swear. You just kept on bleeping.
It's good fun, though. It sounded great.
I just kept bleeping random words.
Yeah,
like,
he's just trying
like
to.
banana.
He's trying to make.
Freddie said the word banana, and I just couldn't allow that to be in the episode.
It's a
sadly.
bleep-worthy word.
Yeah,
in my book.
it can mean anything.
I do not
It
remember
could
this.
mean anything.
How are you boys doing? Good week.
Been a crazy week without any Premier League football.
It's been crazy for me. I don't know how I'll go without watching that stuff. I've been struggling.
Fred's just addicted.
I'm addicted. I've been on relapse.
We got the FA Cup this weekend though. Arsenal and Villa aren't in it, but still there's some tasty ties. Plymouth, who are down from where I'm from, they got an away trip to Stamford Bridge. That should be interesting. Chelsea will probably wipe the floor with them, let's be honest. But still, there's probably a few people I know of going to that. I don't know.
Kidderminster Harriers against West Ham.
Yeah.
That'll be a very good game on TV, finally.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that one. But yeah, should we just jump straight into the news? Because obviously this week was deadline day. So...
Was it?
There was some... It was, Freddie, yeah.
Good to know.
Was it Monday?
Did you complete all your deadlines by deadline day?
No, actually, I haven't. I've still got a lot of deadlines. I've got a lot of debt too. It's stacking up. This one doing the podcast, I just need money. I'm not even getting paid for it. But it's an investment. You put the money in now, and then you hopefully, once it blows up to like 2.3 million followers, you might get a little
once
money
we get Skinhead Rooney on the podcast.
Once we get Skinhead Rooney.
Shout out Joe Dixon.
Then,
Skinhead Rooney's he's coming on. He'll be here soon.
Yeah.
I've dropped him a DM.
I'm going to shave his head on the podcast.
Yeah, live on the podcast, we're shaving it.
Anyone good at being like a Turkish barber?
Yeah.
I'd give it a go, I reckon.
Used to intern on.
Did you?
Did you?
No, you didn't.
Paid me good money.
No, that's...
They got shut down for selling illegal cigarettes.
Is this another Neymar story, or is this actually true?
This definitely isn't true.
You'll never know.
we
got Jafer in between us on the podcast.
The clapping's not going to be a thing. It's going to die. It's going to die.
That would make it a thing. Right?
I'm not going to allow it to be a thing.
I hope we'll never die.
Yeah, that's so deep. Right, yeah, let's just get into the deadline day deals. So, let's kick off with probably the biggest ones. Dele Alli to Everton from Spurs, and Aubameyang to Barca.
Wasn't Dele Alli is going upwards to 40 million?
Yeah, so it's free initially, and
Yeah.
then 10 mil after 20 games, and it could rise to like 40, which is just absolutely...
That's another Alex Iwobi deal.
Ridiculous. It is another Alex Iwobi deal.
Everton have had a shocker, but it wouldn't surprise me if Dele Alli he's not going to go back to his old form completely. I mean, he was an unbelievable player around 2017, but I don't like the bloke. I absolutely hate the bloke. But
Why?
I won't be surprised. Oh, he's the most arrogant guy. For a guy who hasn't scored an open play goals in 2 years, he just beefs like absolutely like any footballer. And I just really don't rate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. It's just
that is just Jack's opinion. I'd like to state that is not.
I'm just not a fan of Dele Alli.
Nice
That is
fact.
Jack's opinion.
He was just 7. He's Spurs player for 7 years. So what do you expect?
if you wanna sue us, don't sue me and Freddie. Just sue Jack.
You can sue me if you want.
Why would they sue me
Thanks,
for not
Dele.
liking Dele Alli?
Lots of love. I don't know. Just Dele. He might not want people slandering his name.
I mean, he's probably been slandered plenty of times.
Yeah. To be fair, I watched his interview on Everton's YouTube channel. Like when he joined, after 5 minutes, I felt like I was going to gouge my eyes out. It was so boring. It was just like cliche after cliche.
You know that one clip where like Mourinho's like telling him like I was 20 yesterday, now I'm 56. You're wasting your career. It's like such like a good like speech from like someone like Mourinho, and then you can just Dele's just played in the face. You can tell Dele doesn't really listen to anything he's saying.
Like...
Dele's his own man, and I think that's I don't think he wanted it enough his career, so I think that's why it's really fallen off.
Yeah,
it was sort of ruined when Poch left, but I don't think Dele has wanted it enough, and hence why he's ended up at Everton now.
Do you think he'll do well under Lampard though?
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Because
Lampard going to Everton.
He's known as a goal. He was like one of the best goal scoring midfielders of all time. But Dele played best when he was like a second striker with Harry Kane.
Yeah.
You'd like to think that Lampard would get the best out of him.
Seen Lampard's added like a really heavy fine system for like certain players being late. It's like several £1,000s, and
really?
That could kick Dele into shape.
I mean, that's just like
or Dele ends up paying about 150 grand in fines at the end of the season.
I mean, that's probably nothing to him.
Yeah,
to be fair.
That's a week's wages.
Yeah, literally.
Axe.
Aubameyang to Barca.
Yeah.
Jack, kick us off because you're an Arsenal fan.
I mean, he's been terrible for 18 months ever since the FA Cup final. He scored in Community Shield, and he scored in the Community Shield against Liverpool, and we thought, yeah, he's going to have another world-class season. I mean, also, obviously Arsenal came like 8th that season, but still, he was world-class. He won us the FA Cup practically by himself, so it's sad. He's obviously fallen off massively, but he was world-class at one point, so that's why it's sort of sad that he's moved on. But I wish him all the best, and I think he could find some of his old form in Spain.
Yeah, he could do.
He's always wanted to play in Spain, so...
Yeah, he's always wanted to play for Real Madrid.
Yeah, funny that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Spanish league isn't what it used to be, so I think he'll do all right. Just have a couple of years in Barca, then go to like.
He'll go like China or like MLS or something.
Or MLS, yeah.
Looking for a big payday.
And he did an Odem Wingy. For those who don't know, an Odem Wingy is when you rock up at the club you want to move to, and just hope that they sign you.
He said,
it worked.
He said he's going on a little holiday to Spain that not even Arsenal knew about.
Yeah, family holiday, and then rocks up on his own at the airport. I love it.
Yeah, but we thought it was going to be a loan deal. He ended up going on a permanent move. Big ups Edu. You know, he had 18 months left on his contract. We got absolutely nothing for him.
Friend of the show.
Edu, great negotiator.
Yeah. Freddie, what do you think of Peter Odem Wingy?
Hate him.
Why? Did he do something to offend
Are you a QPR fan? You really wish he signed for you that day?
Of course, I'm a QPR fan.
Of course.
Who isn't a QPR fan? These days, they're on top. I'm a glory supporter.
I think they're like 4th in the Championship, to be fair.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be.
You just say
you like them.
I support everyone against them.
What does QPR stand for?
Queen's Park Rangers. What do you think? That's a simple question, okay?
It could be anything.
It could be every...
Queen's poor.
I think you should just stop.
Yeah.
That ain't going anywhere. Yeah, I knew as soon as you said Queen that you're not going to think of anything creative.
Can we beep that out?
You use the first word of the same acronym.
You can't really think of much else that begins with Q, though,
can you? You didn't even change the first word.
You didn't even change the first word. That was going...
It's Q, though. What am I meant to say?
Quack.
QPR.
Don't answer that, yeah.
Quack.
That's fine. Quack. Moving on. Who do we think won the transfer window
Me.
this January, apart from Freddie?
It could be Villa.
I mean, I'd say Villa because I think it's out of Villa and Newcastle.
Villa got then Coutinho, Digne, Chambers,
Luca Dean for like
Robin
25
Olsen.
mil. Luca Dean for 25 mil is such a good deal. Olsen, and then we got contracts for Emi Martinez.
That's a solid window.
So I think in terms of like value for money, we've done the best. In terms of like
Liverpool made the best signing.
In terms of
probably.
maybe like impacts that it could have on the team, Newcastle, but they did spend a lot of money. I think they overspent in places as well.
Yeah. And then obviously Everton, they got Donny van der Beek as well as Dele Alli. We hadn't mentioned that. That's a very good loan signing.
They wanted to get
he needs to get out of United.
They wanted to get a buy clause, but United just like no.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. So I'm gonna go with Villa. What do you reckon, Jack?
I'd probably go with Villa. But Liverpool made the best signing in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz. Freddie?
Who won the transfer window?
I don't know. Whoever wants to... Winning is a concept which I don't think you can explain.
Don't go all Russell Brand on us right now.
It's the only place I can go. But
it's about drive, it's about power.
It's not about winning, it's about taking part.
Did Russell Brand do that?
When did you become...
What?
When did you become a primary school teacher?
What did you say?
When did you become a primary school teacher?
I don't know, I started teaching at primary school. It's a simple question.
Is that something you're passionate about?
That sounds a bit dodgy.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on. Cut it.
Some news a bit closer to home was Will Armitage, friend of the show, moving to Southampton from Cheltenham.
A bit closer to your home.
A bit closer to my home. So yeah, he's a lad from Portishead, like me. Was in my brother's year at school, went to the same school. I just think it's quite cool that he's gone to Southampton for, I think it's like 200 grand, which
Yeah.
is a lot for a 16-year-old.
He's centre back, isn't he?
He's centre back, very composed, got the ball
Yeah.
good in the air. I think it's a good move for him. I'm glad he didn't go to like.
That's a club famed for producing some good young
Yeah.
talents. Gareth Bale to start off with. Probably
Theo
one of the
Walcott.
best British players of all time. Not Theo Walcott. Don't think he's one of the best British players of all time.
Yeah. James Ward-Prowse,
Yeah?
best free kick taker of all time.
Yeah.
He actually might be. I think he's up there.
He's still like 7 behind David Beckham, I think, in the Prem, though. David Beckham, like, nuts. Prowsey could take over.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you mean, what?
It's a regen. David Beckham regen.
Yeah.
He's 16 doing that, and you,
Well,
Malachi Obery, you are 19 from the same place. You've had the same opportunities, and you're
He
sat
started
here.
the If I Speak podcast. I
Yeah.
mean, that's an even bigger
It doesn't
achievement than
get
playing
better
for
than that.
Southampton, if you ask me.
Yeah.
To be fair, 400k now viewers on Spotify, is it?
Viewers on Spotify, 400k.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Would you rather play with Armando Broja or be on the If I Speak podcast?
I don't even know who he is.
Armando
so
Broja, he's Albanian, and that's your favourite country.
I've changed.
Even though he
I'm a
has
change man.
even though he has a very English accent because he's
Yeah,
been
he
in the
does.
Chelsea academy for like years.
Yeah.
I'm a changed man. I'm no longer.
You know, he no one likes Albanians. 7 days later,
You know,
he told me
Serbia has some good
he told me to f off when I asked him to do an Albanian accent last week.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. It's bleeped.
It's bleeped. We don't know what he said.
Well, I just made it up what he said.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
sorry, Freddie.
It's a lie. It's not true. I never swear.
There's the first one of the episode.
To be fair, I'm surprised I've lasted that long.
That was quite good, yeah.
But I haven't spoke as much, I think.
Fair play, fair play. And finally, I just want to touch on Roy Keane for the Sunderland job.
That'd be very, very funny.
It would
Mika
be funny.
Richards as assistant.
I don't think it would be a good appointment. I don't
No,
think
he's been out of management for years.
he has, and I don't think he's the type of personality that's good in modern day football. Because I think you look at the managers who are successful now; they're all very good man managers. Klopp,
Yeah.
Pep, Southgate for England, like he's transformed that atmosphere at the national team. But I don't think Roy Keane's up to that. I don't think he can handle when people aren't as good as he was. You know what I mean? So when people, especially in League One, if he goes to League One, that's not going to help. But if he rocks up in League One and has Aidan McGeady trying to do McGeady spins everywhere, I don't even know if he's still at Sunderland.
Yeah.
But, and then he doesn't play very well. He's
gotta
going to be
double check
like, "What are
who
you doing?"
Was he
Yeah.
at Preston for a bit?
Aidan
Yes.
McGeady.
I remember.
Oh, he's still at Sunderland.
He is still at Sunderland.
He's 35 though.
35. He's been around for a while. Oh, he
Yes.
was at Preston North End, but he was at Preston North End in 2016. I don't know why I knew that.
But yeah, I don't think it's a very good appointment.
Jeez, really? You're doing McGeady spins? I can't do an Irish accent.
That was alright.
but
That was alright.
It's
Better
just
than Kane.
jeez.
Better than Harry Kane, yeah. That's all that matters.
So he's doing a Kane impression in the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Michael Caine? Can you do Michael
Michael
Caine?
Caine. He don't know he is. He's
Actor?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a chef as
Alfred.
well, Michael Keynes.
What?
There's a chef, Michael Keynes.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Is this some sort of like sick joke?
That was a sick joke, to be fair.
Okay, so, yeah.
But that wraps up the news for this week.
Oh, we're not clapping everything. Why'd you
Yes,
clap
we are.
that? You didn't clap your own name, but he claps the news for this week.
My hands were free this time.
Where were they last time?
On your lap.
All right, moving on to the main section of the show this week. So I thought that, as we touched on, Will Armitage going to Southampton, and he's a local lad to me. Let's think of some of the best footballers, and if there aren't many footballers or if there aren't any at all, we'll just go athletes, to come out of where we're from. So I've done a bit of research. I've had a look around.
I was aware of like all of these, but I just had to clarify.
Yeah, me too. I just had a quick look. Yeah, me too. So yeah, should we kick off? Let's say where we're all from. So I'll start. Obviously, I'm from Portishead / Bristol.
Born in Birmingham, though.
I was born in Birmingham. Lived there for a good old decade. Before moving. which explains like Villa fan and all that good stuff. So yeah, I've tried to find a few from both. But Jack,
I'm born in Exeter, but I've never lived in Exeter. Born in Exeter, but I live like sort of like 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
So
But,
I'm from Devon. I'm
yeah.
from Devon. Always lived in Devon. So I'm an Arsenal fan, but I've got a very soft spot for Exeter City. I've watched them a lot of games. But yeah, I support Arsenal because of my dad.
That's all right. That's decent.
Yeah.
Freddie.
I live in Lincolnshire. I'll get no more specific than that because I don't want to dox my location and my family.
Yeah, because someone will come and find you, Freddie.
They will.
A SWAT team will come and kidnap your dad.
I've got a warrant for my arrest.
Why his dad?
None
Why
of the rest
just
of his
his dad?
family, just his dad.
Poor Paul.
Good old Paul. Is his name actually Paul?
Yeah, Paul.
Wow.
I also know
Shout
another
out Paul,
man
friend of the
called,
show.
Paul Clayton. I know 2 Paul Claytons.
Oh yeah, no, I remember you telling
My
me
mate.
this. Yeah.
Mate's dad was called Paul Clayton too.
Yeah, so shout out everyone called Paul Clayton also.
Shout out the Paul Claytons of the world.
Yeah, Paul Clayton Mafia.
They are a marginalised group. Need more rights.
Paul Clayton rights, everyone.
People ask for equal rights. I just think they deserve more rights. Just more than the
More
average
than the
person.
average. Moving on from Paul Clayton, I'm going to kick off. I'm going to go very local. I'm going to go with Portishead. So obviously, we've got Will Armitage,
Who's he?
the guy that we've spoken about like
No
3
one
times.
knows who
already.
No, I don't know those.
They will do, though.
Yeah,
Remember
maybe.
the name?
Maybe. This isn't a footballer, but Olympic gymnast Ruby Harold.
Will I?
She came to my school.
Don't know.
Never heard of her.
Yeah. Well, I think she got like
Boring.
a team bronze medal or something like that. I can't
Yeah.
actually remember.
That's lame.
But that was quite good. It's a little flex. So yeah, that's like those are the most local ones to me. In terms of like literally going to my school. So that's pretty cool. Jack?
So someone who went to my school, they're in the exact same year as my brother. We one of Malachi Obrey's favourite players, Ollie Watkins.
Shout out Ollie Watkins.
Born in Torquay, he went to
Friend
my
of the
school.
show.
I never went to school at the same time as him. He's like 6 years older than me, but
Yeah.
that's a very cool one. Who else do we have?
Cool.
Tom Daly. He won a gold medal at the last Olympics. He's from Plymouth. And in terms of footballers, Cliff Baston, who was Arsenal's record scorer for about 50 years. He's from Exeter.
Gonna be honest, never heard of him, but I'm sure he's a lovely bloke.
Yeah, he played for Exeter City,
What was his
Arsenal,
name?
and for England. Cliff Baston. He played in like the 40s.
Cliff Baston. Oh. I like
Trevor
that.
Francis. He's from Plymouth. He's the first £1 million footballer.
But he did also play for Birmingham City.
And he did he?
Yeah, that's the problem. I think he either went to Blues or from Blues for the first £1 million transfer. I can't remember
Won the
which
Champions League at Forest.
Oh, did
one.
he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ethan Ampadu on loan at Venezia.
Best kits in the game. Venezia.
Matt Grimes, captain of Swansea. And Kiefer Moore, who's just joined Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Kiefer Moore was born in
Cardiff.
Torquay. Don't know
Shout
how
out
that
Ben
works.
Johnsey. Bluebirds pod.
He's Welsh apparently, even though he's born in Torquay. Kiefer Moore, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Any
That's
famous
usually
people from
how it goes.
Lincolnshire?
Okay, so I
No.
looked up athletes from Lincolnshire. I did not recognise a single name. It went down a few pages. No one. But Jeremy Clarkson was born 20 minutes from me.
Oh, what about the footballer?
I don't know any footballers.
Ray
I
Clements.
looked
We
at
thought
him.
Ray Clements was from.
Patrick Bamford, the man
Patrick
himself.
Bamford.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you expect me to know who
All
he
you gotta
is?
know
He plays
is
for Leeds United.
Sean Dyche hates him.
Yeah.
I don't know who Sean Dyche is
So
either.
does Anwar El Ghazi.
Sean Dyche is like, he's a man who speaks like a Dalek.
He's a man's man.
He's a man's man.
Yeah. He's like a proper Brexit man.
He's changed his tune a bit there recently. You know, he's signing more and more like foreign players.
Non-white players.
Before
yeah.
it was
non-white British
before it was just like,
players.
if you can tackle hard and you're English, you're in my team.
Literally, yeah. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Good on Sean Dyche.
Didn't
friend of
work.
the show.
Didn't work if it was Patrick Bamford. Those didn't he say he's like you're too posh. You
He
can't
was
play
like,
for Burnley.
you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth. And then just like, that's as soon as he joined. He rocked up with his
signed
parents.
him on loan or something.
Yeah, and he rocked up to the Burnley with his parents to sign the contract, and then he just like started slandering him for that. So, like, I'm not Patrick Bamford's biggest fan because like he got Al Ghazi sent off for literally nothing, and I think I don't think he's as good as a lot of other English strikers. But That is just very mean. That's like without him even doing anything. That's before he's dived or whatever. That's just him rocking up at training. He's like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit uncalled for. But
maybe new things that you didn't. Maybe he had secrets. Rumours have been spreading.
Yeah.
Maybe
Patrick Bamford was dating his daughter.
Maybe he was his daughter.
Maybe Patrick Bamford
bloke.
was Sean Dyche's daughter.
You never know.
Speaks lots of languages as well.
2.
No.
English and American. Speaking of America, shout out Josh Sargent.
Shout out Josh Sargent, friend of the show.
Best striker in the league.
Yeah, loves that bloke. Look at his lovely ginger hair. Anyway,
I love him.
We'll come back to him later, I think.
Many more times.
I'm gonna go a bit wider. I'm gonna look at Bristol now. So Bristol's quite good. We've got
This man is somehow from a load of different locations.
Yeah, I'm just trying to milk this cow dry.
I'm a Devonshire man. I always will be.
I'm milking cows.
I'll always be milking cows.
Yeah, you should see him. That's That's getting beeped. That is getting beeped. That's going to be a big old beep, and I can't wait to listen to that back. So yeah, another one quite close to home. Jack Butland. He's from Clevedon.
I had someone who was my football coach at secondary school who scouted Jack Butland.
That is very impressive.
Yeah.
He's from a town called Clevedon, which is like 10 minutes away from me. And fun fact, I used to work in a restaurant back home. Yeah, I did, mate.
Really?
Yeah, I know. That's it. That's the fact.
I did not know that.
Really?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, jeez.
Really? And Jack Butland just strolled in and had a nice meal and then gave a hefty tip. He's a lovely bloke.
It was hefty, like more than £10.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was like 50 quid.
Okay, that's too much.
Yeah.
You should have gave it back.
No, I took it and ran. I quit.
You quit?
Yeah.
That's why you never said about working in a restaurant.
Yeah.
You only worked there for a day, so Rob
Yeah.
He gave you a £50 tin.
So
They off.
Quit.
£50 tin.
Tin.
Yeah.
A tinny.
Yeah. Lando Norris, Bristol boy. That's probably the biggest one so far, I
Yeah.
reckon.
All my...
Or Tom Daly.
No?
Tom Daly's
Oh,
very
I mean
well
in
known.
like Bristol.
Oh, okay.
But overall,
I
yeah,
mean
Tom
overall,
Daly's definitely up there.
I've got a lot of mates who are like really into F1 and they hate him with a passion.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
Is it because he recently announced he's got a girlfriend and everyone fancies him, so they're all
no,
jealous?
they hate the fangirls. Like he has like loads of like
okay, yeah, that
fangirls, and like, they always complain about like how like they always see on like TikTok and all that like people just like sympathy. It's like they hate his fandom basically.
Yeah.
They don't really
see
like they hate fans of him.
Yeah.
They are purebred Lewis Hamilton boys.
It's a bit like BTS, isn't it?
Yeah.
Probably
But
not
even
on
though-
that scale, but
No.
similar sort of vibe.
He's just an attractive man who like they don't care about the sport. They just care that he's attractive.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's like a lot of women when the Euros were on.
a lot of women.
A lot of women.
We're not doing that again.
You know what I mean though. Like when the Euros were on, rather than actually caring about the football, they were just like, oh, like so and so.
Jack Grealish is fit,
Jack
isn't he?
Grealish is so fit. When's Jack Grealish getting subbed on?
Yeah. To be
He's
fair,
gonna
that was
change
me.
the game.
That was me when he was still at Villa.
You're one of those.
It's also like
Yeah.
Malika Obi on this podcast. They're not here to hear us speak. They're just waiting for the video portion to come out. So they
Yeah,
can
that's
stare
why.
at
I'm gonna make a lovely TikTok edit of you just with like all those little flash
them. Love
transitions.
hearts and shit.
Yeah, little hearts above your
Yeah,
head.
I'm gonna share that on my own Instagram. That's why I didn't turn my camera on last week. I just wanted to keep
You
on
just wanted the substance to come out more than
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the edits.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna touch on Birmingham quickly as well. That was a seamless.
Birmingham. I don't think anyone in the UK will care if you put your finger straight on the top of Birmingham and just crush it.
I can't do that.
Probably people
It's
in
too
Birmingham
big.
would care.
My finger would fit.
I'm gonna be there. Not when Mal's big finger comes a calling.
Big finger. His third leg.
That's just something completely different.
I didn't even think of that. At least Villa Park would be gone.
Hey, that's a very historic establishment. You should not speak of it like that. It's better than the Emirates. That's only been there for 5 minutes anyway. Jack Grealish from Birmingham, good player. Not looked at in the same light by Brummies, unless you're a Blues fan, maybe.
Unless you've got the same haircut as him, as 50% of Villa Park do.
It's actually true. It actually is. Like, I went the other week for the United game, and just like
Slicked back, calm
just
as you
everyone's
like.
got like slicked back hair. Just like, okay.
One of the most influential people in this country. Who'd have
Jack
thought?
Grealish.
Jack Grealish.
I won't go that far.
Would you care to tell us who you went as for Halloween last year?
Jack
Yeah.
Grealish. Mal had a Jack Grealish shirt, and I thought if I slick back my hair, it'd probably be the same length as Jack Grealish's. So we just went
It
with
was
that.
alright actually. It's our banner photo on Twitter, so if you want to go and look, drop us a follow on Twitter at IIS Podcast.
Or I could put it if there is a
same as
video
well.
for this, I can just put it.
At
Yeah,
us
it was
at the. We just like talking
Excuse
about.
Where'd this come from?
That can't go in. That's coming straight out.
I'm just trying to get these moments in, you know.
Well, the moments that we have
The
to
moments
spend
we have
more
to
effort
leave, yeah.
editing out. Okay, great.
Start to keep.
What do you mean we? We?
I mean, yeah, Jack. I mean, I don't care. Do it all you want then.
Mr.
Yeah.
Grealish.
It's fine. More Brummies. Jacob Ramsey, good player. Troy Deeney, big personality. I do actually like Troy Deeney as much as he's a blue nose. I think he's just a decent bloke.
Something's happened with the camera. We'll have a little coffee break.
Okay. Apologies for that, everybody. More camera problems, but that's fine.
We realised Mal hadn't been recording for quite a while, so if you saw a random picture of him, that is why. My
It's the
camera
third
might have changed positions. I'm not sure. It's just apparently there's like a maximum time it can record for, so it just stopped and I had to re-put it back
Yeah,
on.
mine did that as well.
And if
But now
that
I'm on my
bothers you,
phone, so and it's slipping.
screw
down.
you.
If that bothers
We
you,
don't
then
care.
you can click off the
Yeah,
podcast
go.
and
Yeah.
unfollow
We
all
don't
our
care.
accounts. We don't want you here.
Drop a like and a follow, then go.
We don't want them. We don't claim them.
We don't want you here.
To
So
all
what
three
are we
people
talking
watching
about?
this.
Troy Deeney,
We're talking about Troy Deeney.
friend of the show.
Hog Deeney.
Yeah, I'm surprised you like Troy Deeney.
As a man, I like him. As a footballer, I'm impartial. When he tries to wind up the Villa fans, like
I mean, he tried to do it with Arsenal as well, the cojones thing, and then
yeah, that was
the
funny.
following game, Petr Cech saved one of his penalties.
Yeah,
It was great.
you gotta respect it though. He tried, and he failed.
Yeah.
And then Damari Gray, I found Nathan Redmond, just both kind of average players, but
Nathan Redmond was another one that
they're both blue noses. So
coach from my secondary school scattered.
really,
Well as Butland, yeah.
why is he a coach at your secondary school?
He
Sounds like he could have had a great life.
Because at my school it was like this Chelsea academy. It's not the actual Chelsea academy, obviously. It was like some
Your
like
school is Chelsea
it was
Academy.
like Chelsea Foundation or something,
Come on.
and he was one of the like coaches there, and he said, "Yeah, I scoured Nathan Redmond and Jack Butland. It's quite cool."
What if he lied?
He could have been lying. He was a Villa fan, actually.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay, he was telling the truth then.
Yeah,
Good on him. Shout out to that guy. What was his name?
Chris.
Shout out Chris, friend of the show.
Chris from Devon.
Yeah.
I think he's from Devon, but
He is now.
You boys got any others from other towns?
I don't think so.
If not, go on, Freddie.
Dan
My-
Cowdrey's from Devon.
Dan
friend of the show.
Cowdrey, he actually is friend of the show. This one. Yeah. Shout out Dan Cowdrey, fellow
Shout
Villa
out
fan.
Gemify, shout out Wolcani. Just want to throw that in there. They'll be upset if I didn't mention them.
Yeah.
This isn't a person, but there's been 2 times in history where my hometown of Gainsborough was the capital of the UK.
Gainsborough.
Well, England.
Everyone go find Freddie's
Everyone
dad.
go find it. He don't live in Gainsborough.
Oh no!
It's my nearest
If
town.
you knock about in Gainsborough for a few hours, you'll find Freddie's dad. Trust me.
Just
Might
shout
find
Paul
my,
Clayton really loud. and
both
see what
Why are
happens.
we're shouting out
grandparents.
so many different people? We need to stop.
We need to rein it in.
We
I
need to
think,
rein it in.
It's
actually,
like
yeah.
we, it's you two.
It
I
is-
would shout
it
out a
is just
single
us.
person.
That's because you
So-
don't have any friends.
Do you want to shout someone out, Freddie?
Yeah, shout out to the F1 people, Owen Race 28 and the Stentinator.
Who are they?
It's Henry Stennett and Owen.
Oh, shout out them. Love you.
They would have got that as an inside joke.
Okay,
No one else would have got that.
great.
Let's
I'm-
rein
what
it
you
in.
wanna
Let's
do.
rein it in.
That's what you want to do for podcasts. You just
Yeah,
want to make
Freddie,
so
rein
many
it
inside
in.
jokes.
Rein it
Come
in,
on,
mate.
Freddie.
You wanna
Freddie,
make
just
it,
rein
you
it.
wanna
Just
make it
allow
so
it.
no
Freddie.
no one understands.
Allow it.
That's what
Freddie.
you have to do.
Sorry, we'll give him a talking to after the show.
No, you
We'll
won't.
give him a good beating down.
There won't be a podcast after this. You would've quit.
We can't lose Freddie. He's the fan favourite.
Yeah, actually. Is. Last episode, everyone loved you.
Yeah.
They thought you were great.
Noah Herbert loved you. Shout out Noah Herbert, friend,
Noah
friend
Herbert.
of the show.
Stop shouting people out.
It's a real friend of the show.
You know what? Let's move on.
Wait,
This week.
can we name some enemies of the show?
No. We can create that segment in the future. So stay tuned for that. Next segment of the show, the questions bit. We don't really have a name for it, but I got asked questions by Jack last week and I got 4 out of 10, top of the leaderboard. So I thought, let's go round and I'm going to ask questions to Freddie this week.
All right. It's
I
like a QPR
think-
one. It'll be quite easy.
I think you'll do well.
I think
Because I've tried to make them fairly, like, doable.
How many is there?
10. We'll do 10 each week.
All right.
Next week you'll be asking me, so you got to do a bit of research.
This week they're all multiple choice as well.
All right.
So
can I get him without the multiple choice first, and then if I can't answer,
no, you have to hear the multiple choice. That's
I don't want
to. No, you have to.
I'm going to take my headphones
Just
off.
says A for everyone.
Take headphones off.
Mine just does
I'm
like
not
a
even gonna read
blind
the
one, like
question.
doesn't.
Before you start speaking, I'll take your
Actually,
headphones off.
that'd be
I'm
so
not going to read
funny.
the question, and I'm going to answer. Okay, where's the first question?
Okay, right. Let's kick off. Ready? Drum roll, please.
No. No, don't do it because it'll sound so bad.
we don't
Like
need a
literally,
drum
it'll
roll.
be like ear rape for anyone. Like no, that's a term. That's a term. That's not.
All right, we'll leave. Okay.
Okay, wait. Let me redo. Okay, it's like hurting your ears. Oh no, there's no other word for it. There's no other word for it.
What a save! What a save!
Yeah, it'll hurt the
Gordon
audience's
Banks.
ears.
Okay, right. Question 1, Freddie.
Yes.
This is a bit of a callback to last week. How many players are allowed on the pitch for one team
11.
at one time?
11.
You didn't even let him do the multiple choice.
Yeah, 'cause it's 11.
10, 21,
11.
or 11?
11.
Is that your final
Yes.
answer? It is 11. Round of applause for Freddie.
Don't applaud people like that.
We're applauding everyone.
I
You
just
better
wanted
get
to
used
say
to
it 'cause it was a momentary lapse in my judgment.
Okay.
Severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Severe.
Never
Okay.
heard that before.
Question number 2. Who is the Premier League's all-time top scorer? Is it A, Alan Shearer, B, Sergio Aguero, or C, Josh Sargent?
My mind's telling me C, but my heart is telling me A.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Well done, it's Alan Shearer. Well done, Frederick.
He's on his way to beating Mal's score from last week.
He's
He's got better
Start.
ball knowledge than you.
He's on
But I've just got ball knowledge.
He's
I
got
do not have ball knowledge.
impeccable ball knowledge.
Every inch of the ball.
Right, 2 out of 2
Study
so
it.
far. Question 3. What year did Nottingham Forest win their first European Cup? Was it A, 1969, B, 1976, or C, 1979?
C.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct. Well done, Freddie.
This man,
He's on a roll. He's on a roll. He's almost got my one already.
I
He's
know
definitely
more
going to
than you
beat
think.
it. Okay.
Surprised you didn't go Josh Sargent for the second.
Yeah, I was
I was
tempted. I was
surprised
very
too.
tempted.
I mean, he's on his way there now. Got a
Question-
brace against Watford.
Yeah. It's only like 250 goals off. Question 4. What is Lincoln City's nickname?
The Imps.
Is it A, the Lions, B, the Imps,
The Imps.
or C,
It's the Imps.
the Bin Men?
It's the Imps.
The bin man.
I wish it was the bin men, but it's the Imps.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it's the Imps.
That is correct. Well done, Freddie. He's already tied my score from last
Yeah.
week. He's on 4 out of 4. Question 5. What year did Leicester City win the Premier League? Was it A?
2016?
Was it A, 1066? B, 2016? Or C?
10-6.
I made the questions, and I'm laughing. C, 2017.
It was. I'm pretty sure it's 2016. It was. I need to think back. 2016.
Final answer?
Well, wait, so is the 2016 the 2015-16 season?
2015-16, yeah.
So it would be the year they lifted the trophy.
I'm trying to think now because my teacher was a big Leicester fan. I watched a few games, I think, when they were like on that streak of winning.
Yeah.
And it was around 2016.
I'm going to need a final answer. I'm going to have to push you.
15-16 season, so 16, I'm thinking.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct. Well done, Frederick.
He's on an absolute
5 out of
roll.
5. Question 6. What is the most northerly team in the Premier League? Is it A, Newcastle United, B, Sunderland, or C, Southampton?
It's Newcastle. Oh. Newcastle.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Yes, Newcastle. I think I made these a bit
Just
too easy.
geography.
Yeah.
That is geography. Question 7. Who scored England's goal in the Euro 2020 final? Was it A?
It's Luke Shaw.
Was it A, Reece James, B, Luke Shaw, or C,
Luke Shaw.
Reece Witherspoon?
I wish I was Reece Witherspoon. I would have watched more
Off the
attentively.
bench.
Little
I would have
diving header at the back
preferred her
post.
on pens instead of Saka and Sancho and Rashford, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke Shaw.
That is correct. Well done, Frederick.
This guy's going to get the highest score for the
Not
podcast
exactly
ever.
our question.
Yeah, I know. Question 8. Who are Cheltenham Town's biggest rivals? Is it A, Forest Green Rovers, B, Bristol Rovers, or C, Land Rover?
The rivals are the Land Rovers. They just always break down on the way to the game. You can't get the players there. Wait, what's A and B? I don't even want to see again.
A is Forest Green Rovers, B is Bristol Rovers, C is Land Rover.
A.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
You underestimated Freddie so much.
Oh, you did. 9. Question 9. What is another name for an overhead kick? Is it A, a backflip? A backflip kick. B, a bicycle kick. Or C, a ball kick?
It's B, bicycle kick.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm probably going to clap it at this rate.
That's 9 out of
myself.
Freddie's got so
9
much
out of
ball
9.
knowledge.
I've got a lot of ball knowledge.
Impeccable ball knowledge. Question 10, the last and final question. This one's a tough one. Who is the greatest player of all time?
Me.
Is it A, Diego Maradona, B, Lionel Messi, or C, Josh Sargent?
See?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Freddie has 10 out of 10. Wow, Freddie moves to top of the leaderboard. I'm in a close second.
I will probably not even do a quiz now because I think we've had a winner crowned.
Yeah,
I don't know about that last question. I would like to give.
What do you mean? That's
what?
That's factual knowledge.
It's ball knowledge.
You should know this of all people.
Look, it's a toss-up between Josh Sargent and Matt J.
I think he's just annoyed that he has less ball knowledge than me.
Yeah.
He wants my ball knowledge.
He's jealous of your knowledge of balls.
Just love balls.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, round of applause for Freddie. Again, that was just 10 out of 10.
You don't want to do it? I'll do it for me.
No, yeah. I think
I applauded you just the once, but I did applaud him.
It's fine. Yeah,
You'll probably be like 7 out of 10 questions.
Oh, I can't remember, mate. It's too early.
Time now for Freddie's Star of the Week.
I don't even thought about
Freddie, it doesn't matter. All we want to know, we want to get a glimpse
Who's
into
caught your eye this week?
into the mind of Frederick Arthur Clayton, Frederick Arthur Christmas. Who has caught your eye this week? We want to know.
If I say their name, it will get bleeped.
Not that one. We'll go for a different one if you're going to say
Freddie,
that one.
We're only in the second episode, and
There is a
that
situation-
is too far.
Yeah, there is a situation we haven't touched on for legal reasons, and we're not going to. So
Oh, no, it's
you
not
all know
that.
what we're talking about. Huh?
It's not
Okay, great. Great.
that. I don't know what you were thinking.
I think we all know what we were
Yeah.
thinking.
Personally, I didn't. I didn't know what you were
Oh,
about.
pipe down. All right, Freddie, come on, give us your Star of the Week.
Okay. Aubameyang. He's been beautiful at Arsenal.
Yeah.
On form.
He's had his moments.
No, yeah, he's dog shit. He's probably one of the worst players.
What
I've
is
seen.
it about Aubameyang that's really caught your eye this week?
I just really liked it. Wasn't really this week. It's just whenever I watch Aubameyang play with Jack or any sort of
Play
Arsenal
with
fan, when he plays with Jack, they have fun times
Me and him,
together.
the little duo.
Yeah. Lethal
I just
strike force.
ping a little Travella, and he'd run onto it.
Yeah, top bins.
But it always gets the Arsenal fans rowdy, because they hate him so much.
Do they?
Yeah,
Can you
the-
confirm,
The
Jack?
last few months, especially.
So it creates the reactions you want to see.
Freddie, can you remind us what country Aubameyang's from?
My country.
England.
Albania.
No. Paraguay.
Paraguay.
That's why I was in Brazil
Close.
when I was younger. I was originally from Paraguay, and I moved down, moved up a bit north.
Yeah, I
to,
can hear
Brazil.
I can hear the Paraguayan twang in
and
your
then you,
accent.
then you obviously watch Neymar play in the
Watch
slums.
Neymar playing the slums.
Yeah.
It's just all the reactions they got the Arsenal fans. Like, we need a boost in viewership just to make everyone. If you get
Yeah.
more people pissed off, they watch more.
It's the Big Six appeal.
Is
So
Aubameyang the
drafted
best
him.
player to come out of Paraguay ever?
Yes. He's the only person to come out of Paraguay ever. They get stuck.
Is Roque
It's the
Santa
Land
Cruz from
Rovers.
Paraguay?
I can't remember, mate.
think he might
can't
be.
be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
You can't be honest.
I can't be honest. I literally can't.
Yeah, Roque
You're a
Santa Cruz.
pathological liar.
Paraguayan footballers.
Yeah, Roque Santa Cruz, mate.
This is our new segment. Footballers from Paraguay. Miguel Almiron. I forgot about him.
Oh yeah.
Fabian Balbuena.
Miguel Almiron, famous for starring in The Inbetweeners movie and playing for Newcastle.
What?
He's in The Inbetweeners movie.
Was he?
Him as a kid, yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Manchester.
That's not actually him.
It's him.
No, it's not.
It's him.
I don't
It's a
believe
kid.
It's
it.
him. You've seen it, haven't you? You know when he goes like Manchester.
Yeah.
You're from Manchester. You like Manchester.
Yeah, they kick him.
That's Milgram Almiron.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Look it up.
I'm not going to look it up.
You don't want to look up our seats. It's a bit of a. That's what it appears.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know.
A type of leg, which may
All
be
right,
the third one.
round of applause for Aubameyang, everybody. Freddie, Star of the Week. Still presenting with the awards at Barcelona next week.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out.
You'll see us at the training ground.
Yeah. Right, I hope you boys have been listening to some music this week because it's time for our album of the week.
Why are we clapping this? You say introduce this segment. Nothing special has happened.
It's a preemptive clap.
Right,
Yeah.
save it.
Let's start with Freddie this week.
What's wrong with me? This is
Freddie,
weird.
if you've got an album that's been on your mind, in your ears, ringing in the old eardrums.
Yeah. But I wish you would have done you first because I need to get it up because I always forget the name of albums.
I can do me.
No, actually, I've got it. You and Your Friends by Peach Pit.
Please repeat that.
You and Your Friends by Peach Pit.
Great. It's a good album.
2020 album, I think. I'm just going to double check that.
2020.
It's one that I've
Best
listened
year
to
ever.
previously. Listened to it when it came out in 2020 quite a lot, but I've been re-listening to it. It's a good song good playlist to put on while you're in the shower.
It is a good album. I'm gonna have to agree. Peach Pit are good. Coming to the UK soon.
New album coming out soon.
New album coming out soon. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Released some new stuff recently.
I would say my favourite song from the album is Live at the Swamp.
That is a good song. I think that's my favourite as well.
Yeah, Puppy
actually.
Grin is a close second though.
Jack, what's your favourite song from that album?
I don't know who Peach Pit are, I'm afraid.
It's just a pit full of
Yeah,
just with one peach.
Full of peaches.
Just one peach
Oh,
inside.
okay, just the one.
Just the one, yeah.
It's a hole in a peach where it's like the ball.
Mm.
If you have good ball knowledge, you know what a peach pit
Yeah,
is.
it's a giant peach, and a guy called James comes
Yeah.
out of it as well.
Shout out Roald Dahl.
Shout out Roald Dahl, friend of the show.
Shout out James for coming out.
Didn't Roald Dahl die about 30 years ago?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
1990s.
Yeah.
How do you know that, Freddie?
Pretty sure,
I
yeah,
have good
it was like
Dahl
1990.
knowledge.
Good Dahl knowledge.
Dahl knowledge.
He died.
Lentil Dahl.
He died in 1990. Yeah.
Not lintel.
Lentil.
Oh, I can't even
Lentil.
speak. Lentil.
What? What are you about
Lentil. A
lentils?
lentil Dahl.
Lentil.
Roald is such a mad name.
Roll.
I've never heard that before, and I've never heard it since.
Roll. It's I
When you
think
call your
it's
kid
Cornish.
that.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
not going to
isn't
call my kid Roald.
he? Is he Cornish? Can you fact check me on that?
No, he was born in Cardiff and died in Oxford.
I don't think he
What a
was
sad life.
Cornish.
Poor guy. Shout out Ben Johnsey, friend of the show.
Do we know anyone from Oxford?
He's from Newport. Oxford?
Do we know anyone
I
from
don't
Oxford?
think so, no.
My cousin goes uni in Oxford. That's all I know about the place.
What,
Does
does he
he?
go?
Does he go Oxford Brooks?
No, he goes proper good
well,
Oxford.
Fair play. Shout out your cousin.
Yeah.
Maybe if you had better ball knowledge, you'd be able to go to it.
Maybe.
The If I Speak podcast ball knowledge course. It's a 5-year course, and you just learn football trivia.
Just get asked about balls constantly.
Can't get enough.
Are you on to your album of the week next?
Yeah. So I've been listening to an album called 2020 by a guy called Joe.
Shout out Joe.
Shout out Joe. Spelled DJO.
Yeah,
Just because he's edgy and cool.
Steve
And
from Stranger Things.
It is Steve from Stranger Things, the guy, Joe Keery.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of him before this week, and I was scrolling through TikTok and it came up, and I gave the album a listen. It's actually really, really good.
Yeah, it is.
It's really, really good. It's really chill. Yeah, it's quite. I don't know. It's got a bit of a old school vibe to it. Quite like psychedelic, but not.
Quite
I wouldn't-
ethereal.
I'd say psychedelic, but that's not the right word.
No, it's.
It's quite like atmospheric.
Yeah, it's got
Um,
it builds up an atmosphere and it just plays on that.
It's really nice. Some really good guitar, nice synths in there. Yeah, my favourite track is Roddy.
Mr. Rich.
Roddy Rich. Yeah, it's good. It's a very
Roddy
good
from
song.
Flushed Away.
Chateau, Feeling Good is also a close second. Very good song. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to. Feel free to go check it out. It's a very good album. Jack Tapp, Reveal.
Mine's a 2017 album actually.
Okay.
I've listened to it at times before, but
Oh, sorry.
this week I've been into it.
I'll just quickly say that album came out in 2019, even though it's called 2020. Sorry, Jack. Please continue.
That is interesting.
I know it is.
Mine's a 2017 album, Huncho Jack album. I've
Okay.
listened to it before. but just this week, it's a nice hype album. If I'm just there,
if he's just there.
making my way to Division 1 on FIFA. You just
Road
bang,
to Division 1.
Yeah, you just bang some songs from this out.
Shout out KSI.
This is a Huncho Jack album. This is with Travis Scott and Quavo, and some of my favourite songs there include. I'm gonna have to bleep this bit. The song is called "Dubai Shit."
Okay,
and
that's fine. I thought you were gonna say something worse.
How you feel? They're probably my two favourite songs from that album.
How you feel?
How you feel? It's like
that's just one song. Oh wait, you said.
I said two.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's my.
Out of 10,
album.
what would you give that album?
It's very good. 8 out of 10.
I thought you were just going to say it's very good. Freddie, what would you give yours?
8 to 9.
8 to 9. Okay, I'd give mine 8.5. I think 8.5.
Yeah,
we're bringing 0.5s into it.
Yeah. You could have
Yeah.
told me this before I said 8 to 9. I would have said 8.5 if I knew this.
But that's been album of the week for this week. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to join him.
Go check those albums out if you want something to listen to this week, and
Can
let
we
us
get
know
a
what you
count
think.
clap for this podcast?
Oh, what?
Not a count.
A
A
clap
clap
count.
count. Oh my days.
And to be fair, that's the first
Doing a Harry Kane
blunder
impression again.
you've done so far. I think.
He said
So that's
woman
impressive.
quite a few times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just me every day.
That's just how he talks. Yeah, it's one of them things.
Personally, I would say that was a mistake.
Would you?
Yes.
Okay. Personally, I'd say you're a mistake, Freddie.
That's a bit mean.
No, that was really mean.
We
I
get a fact
apologise
check
for
on
that.
that from
Can we get
Paul
that
Overy,
bleeped out?
please.
Paul Overy? You mean Paul
Paul
Clayton?
Overy.
shout out my dad.
Just paid out your dad as well.
Which Paul Clayton?
Not my mate's dad.
What'd you do if you found that you were your mate's dad's son?
I don't know. Probably be like, your dad's my dad. I'd be like, alright.
Just no emotion, that's all he'd say.
That brings this podcast to a close, this episode to a close. It's been a good one.
It's been
I've
a funny
enjoyed
one.
it.
This- yeah.
I've been joined by Jack Tapp.
Way.
Do we have to keep on clapping?
Yes, we do, Freddie. Show some
Why?
respect, please.
Don't
I've been
respect
joined by
this
Freddie
man.
Show
Clayton.
respect to the
Okay, where's my clap? Where's my clap?
You just said you didn't want it. You didn't want it.
Yeah, maybe I deserve the clap. He doesn't.
And
What's he
me.
done? I'm the only one here who has portrayed 10 out of 10 ball knowledge. I think I deserve a clap.
I haven't even
Debatable,
had a
but we'll let it
chance.
slide.
He won't get it.
Well,
but
what,
yeah.
It depends what questions you ask me.
Thanks for listening to this week's podcast. Join us next week, next Monday. Podcast out every Monday for episode 3. We'll be joined by Skinhead Rooney. Yeah. It's gonna be great fun.
I'm going to knock Skinhead Rooney out in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, you had it coming. So yeah, that's been all from us this week. All right, bye.
Alright.
Yeah.
In a bit.
Just end it there. Just end it there.
End.